What up guys, Miguel here from Yugatech, and Honor has set themselves apart from other brands by providing devices worldwide with a ton of value for money. Their latest line, the 200 series, offers a range of stylish yet aptly priced smartphones that focus on photography. And what do we have here? The base model Honor 200. The series was developed in collaboration with Studio Harcourt, a famous photography studio from France. The partnership's goal is to deliver a modestly priced smartphone that can take professional level portrait shots. Which begs the question, does it deliver on the Honor 200? Let's find out. Starting off with design and build. The Honor 200 has a nice build to it for a mid-ranger. Its sleek curves and fillet-edged frame give it a very pleasant feel, and minus that camera bump, it's really thin at 7.7 millimeters and only weighs about 187 grams. Our review unit came in black and its frame is color matched, although it does kind of look more gray than black overall in real life. Now, back to this frame, it almost convinced us that it was anodized aluminum, but I'm calling it plastic, and honestly, it's pretty hard to tell either way. On the back of the phone, we can find the Honor 200's camera sensor situated on the top left. The camera housing is oblong shaped with these sort of flared out chromed edges. Personally, I think it kinda looks weird, but if camera performance is as good as advertised, paired with the rest of its construction overall, the housing is pretty easy to dismiss. For buttons and ports, the power button and volume rocker are situated on the right side. At the bottom, you can find one of two loudspeakers, a USB Type-C charging port, and the dual nano SIM card slot. On top, we have the other loudspeaker, an IR blaster, and another microphone for loudspeaker calls. All in all, we're pretty pleased with the effort put into the Honor 200's design and construction. It's a refined modern design that comes close to flagship level. However, it seems like the phone doesn't have an official IP rating. Although the SIM tray does have a blue accented rubber washer worth noting, so there should be some sort of water resistance either way. In front, the Honor 200 sports a 6.7-inch quad curved AMOLED display. It features an adaptive refresh rate that goes up to 120 Hz. Its peak brightness maxes out to 4000 nits, which means using the display in direct sunlight is a non-issue. In addition, the panel gets a TÜV Rheinland flicker-free certification. And we must say, the bezels here are quite thin and pretty asymmetrical all the way around. The bezels are probably thickest at the corners, but it's pretty hard to tell in the black colorway. Picture quality out of the display comes out very sharp and color reproduction looks pretty accurate, especially in the normal display color mode. But what really elevates the media consumption experience on the Honor 200 is the pretty loud stereo speaker setup. The soundstage feels very balanced and there isn't Dolby Atmos or anything on here, but the loudness definitely deserves an award. The resolution or clarity may not be the best out there, but it's balanced enough. Additionally, the volume can go up to 200%, favoring higher frequencies, best suited for podcasts or audiobooks. For biometrics, it features an in-display fingerprint scanner, and it's very quick and accurate. Face Unlock works just as good, but definitely not as secure nor accurate depending on lighting conditions. It's also worth mentioning that face unlocking can be trained to recognize users even when they're wearing a face mask. Moving on to optics, let's see if that Studio Harcourt partnership pays off. The Honor 200's triple rear camera system consists of a 50-megapixel main shooter, a 50-megapixel telephoto lens, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. In front, it's equipped with a 50-megapixel in-display camera for selfies. From specs alone, it's not too far off from its Pro model sibling, although we did notice that it takes about a second for the camera app to launch after tapping, like so. I don't know, that felt a bit longer in person, don't know if it picks up on camera. Checking out some camera samples, by default, the camera system's post-processing tends to bump up contrast and vibrancy. Colors are produced accurately enough, and we think users shouldn't be worried about too much editing for social media postage with what comes right out of the camera app. Portrait mode is where the phone truly shines. Users can cycle through the hardcore portrait modes with options for vibrant, color, and classic. Unfortunately, the hardcore portrait art style selection is only available on the rear camera. Selfies with their filters are exclusive to the Honor 200 Pro. And to add on top of all of this, the cameras offer a combination of optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization, which is nice. But anyway, breeze through our samples for a better idea. For video recording, the Honor 200 can shoot videos at up to 4K at 30 frames per second. 60 frame per second recording is also available at Full HD or 1080p resolutions. Bottom line, we think the Honor 200 can definitely put up a fight with more expensive smartphone cameras. Will it win? That is not yet certain. But at the end of the day, lighting will always be a big factor in photography. But also, cameras capable of taking clear shots with color accuracy are great to start with. The Honor 200 series is set for 4 years of major operating system updates and 5 years of security patches. Our Magic OS experience comes with some bloatware. Although we do appreciate Google's suite of apps in the phone, there are duplicate stock Honor apps we could care less for as well. To elaborate, like most skinned Android interfaces today, we get a Play Store and Honor's app market, and there's even pre-installed apps for Booking.com, Trip.com, WPS Office, Facebook, TikTok, and Netflix. I mean, sure, depending on the user, they could want to install these apps anyways. So I guess my question to you all regarding bloatware is, would you rather have a bevy of pre-installed apps in your new phone and just choose which ones you want to keep? Or would you rather have it clean out of the box and just download some of the apps you want, which could have been pre-installed like Facebook, let's say? I'm guessing most people would want the latter. The user interface, on the other hand, feels like your standard Android makeup. We do have an infrared blaster on here, which is why we have a smart remote app. For performance, the Honor 200 is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 chipset that features an Adreno 720 GPU. Our review unit comes with 12GB of RAM and 512GB of internal storage. From experience, the phone handled games without any trouble. We mostly played Teamfight Tactics on the device, which isn't too graphically intensive in the first place. However, we did try games like PUBG Mobile to check frame stability, and it didn't disappoint. But playing Genshin Impact really put the Honor 200 through its paces. Games like Genshin tend to heat the phone up after a while. In Genshin Impact, graphics default to low, but we also tried bumping it up to medium, and we didn't run into very noticeable frame drop issues either. For those interested, check out our benchmark scores here. General consensus? The Honor 200 is quite capable under this segment. It's only a bit shy of 1 million for its Antutu V10 score, so this is a fair claim. It also offers high read and write speeds for storage, which is a good thing if you're somebody always downloading and uploading all sorts of files from your phone. Powering the Honor 200 is a large 5200 mAh silicon carbon battery, with support for 100 watts of Honor Supercharge via USB Type-C. Even the 100-watt adapter that comes with the box feels pretty nice. For battery benchmarks, here's how the Honor 200 fares. In PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test, our unit lasted 12 hours and 55 minutes. In our proprietary video loop test, the Honor 200 gave us 27 hours and 17 minutes of video playback. Both these tests were done with the phone set to 50% brightness, volume muted, and in airplane mode to account for mixed usage variables. We also took liberties in running a gaming longevity test on the Honor 200. We found that this phone offers up to 12 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay. This test was taken with the phone set to 50% brightness and volume at 50% as well over a Wi-Fi connection. As for charging, the Honor 200 gains 37% of power from 0% at 15 minutes and 72 hours at half an hour. Overall, it takes 44 minutes and 40 seconds to charge from empty to full with the included charger. Generally speaking, the Honor 200 does quite well in the battery department. For connectivity, the phone features 5G, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, and NFC. The phone offers standard call quality as well, and the Wi-Fi connection is stable. Honestly, there's not much to write home about for this segment. We would definitely be surprised if a modern smartphone can't take a call or use Wi-Fi in today's day and age. Wrapping things up, the Honor 200 proves that you don't need to break the bank to get a good smartphone, as it doesn't have too many downsides. I mean, sure, a one-year-old chipset may not be too appealing, and the lack of IP certifications may not tickle the fancies of those who love to rub it in people's faces. Magic OS can take some cleaning and setting up out of the box too. But aside from these issues, the Honor 200 is more than good enough for most people looking for a good design, display, camera system, performance, and battery. This must be one of those mid-rangers that perfectly balances its strengths and weaknesses. If you're somebody looking for an all-around solid, budget-friendly smartphone in 2024, the Honor 200 needs to be something you should consider. So, what did you guys think of the Honor 200? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you found this video educational, informative, or fun, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yugatech.com and follow us on our social media platforms, that is Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Miguel, and I will see you in the next one.